Hello, cast technicians. Hello, classmates. This is Cheryl Haskins, née Banks, bringing you greetings from Catonsville, Maryland, which is just outside of Baltimore. I've been in this area for the past 40 years. I was in the winter class in the Science and Arts curriculum. I pray that you are safe and healthy and well. And I want to give a special shout out to our classmates who are our organizers who worked so hard for this event that's still in the making. I look forward to seeing all of you in 2021. Be well, take care, God bless.
Hey everybody, happy 50th reunion. It's your girl Donna Suber coming at you from Washington, D.C., where I've been living for close to 50 years. I was in the Science and Arts curriculum while at Cass, and I'm telling you, it really paid off. Little secret, Cass was not my choice. I wanted to go to Northern, my neighborhood high school, because that's where all of my friends were going. But my parents, being the wise people that they were, and my counselor in junior high school decided, no, you're going to Cass. And I thank them for that. Once I got to Howard, I was able to test out of several courses, several required courses, one of them being calculus. And because of the education I received at Cass, I was able to skip calculus and move right into differential equations. So what do you think of that? Pretty snazzy. Anyway, after completing my education at Howard, I went to Penn State to pursue a graduate degree in the education of exceptional children. While there, I decided that really was not the best course for me. I needed something that was more objective. And so after completing the program, I moved back to DC and was really looking for anything that I could do just to keep me here so that I wouldn't have to go back home. So anyway, I ended up finding a job and eventually became a budget officer of all things. So how objective can you get? Worked at that for, 30-something years. And in 2016, I retired. And that was one of the best decisions that I could have ever made for me. And I now realized what my parents meant when they talked about retirement and how they were looking forward to it. And I agree totally. Retire as early as you can. If I had known what I know now, I would have started preparing for retirement when I was 13. But anyway, to all of my cast technicians, I want to say happy 50th, enjoy life, and stay safe. Cheers.
Hi, my name is Val Overton. While at Cass, my name was Valerie Tillman. I was in business administration, the class of June 1970. I am very appreciative for all of my experiences while at Cass. It instilled in me a desire to help others, which I followed on my professional career path. My professional career spanned close to 30 plus odd years in both nonprofit social services and nonprofit public health. I retired as a human resource director in 2014. As a student co-op librarian, I developed a love for books. To this day, I try to knock out a couple of novels monthly, sometimes weekly. And of course, with the pandemic, I've been able to do just that. It's been great being back in touch with so many of you. I look forward to seeing all of you in 2021. So please stay safe, wear a mask when you're around each other's. Bye-bye.
Hi castmates, Deborah Wheeler-Niesler here, June 1970. I was in Chem Bio for the first year and avocational music in the last 2 years. My picture is with me and my straight hair. My parents would not allow me to have my afro, which was my first picture, in the yearbook. So those were the times then. But this is now. We moved to Detroit when I was 11, so I'm not a native Detroiter. And I actually left Detroit in 1982 to move to San Francisco, where I had transferred from Michigan Bell. I went to Wayne State University for several years and then actually started working full-time and going to school part-time, which continued for numerous years. I met my husband in San Francisco. I lived there for 2 years. And then we moved to Stamford, Connecticut. I transferred with AT&T and he was with Xerox. We raised our 3 children there, my stepson, who's now 40-something, and our 2 boys, who are 34 and 31. Both of them went to college. I'm really proud of them. I have a 1-year-old grandson, and I went to UNC Chapel Hill to get my master's in social work. I'm a clinical social worker, and I work in my private practice as a psychotherapist. I've been in Charlotte, North Carolina for 3 years. We moved to Raleigh from Stamford, Connecticut in 2003. I've been fortunate for the last 6 or 7 years prior to coming to Charlotte to work on military bases overseas in both Europe and Asia. And I really, really enjoyed getting to see the world that way. I literally had one summer when I flew the entire globe. So sorry that we could not get together this year, but I'm looking forward to coming to the reunion next year. Hopefully things will settle down and we've figured out how to make social interaction positive again. But in the meantime, hope all is well. Stay healthy, and I'll see you next year.
Hi, technicians. This is Wilma Joyce Irvin Harris. I was in performing arts back in our days at Cass Technical High School. Performing arts was definitely where I needed to be, since I've now been a minister for 43 years. Reverend Dr. Ralph David Abernathy ordained me in 1980, and the other 3 years I spent as a minister in training. They call it a licentiate. I can't say enough good things about Cass. Dealing with other people from different backgrounds prepared me to be a chaplain in the Navy, which I enjoyed, prepared me for ministry, which I love, prepared me for life. What can I say? Cass Tech is #1 still, and second to none in my book. I look forward to seeing all of you at our reunion. It'll be 50 plus 1, but I'm sure it'll still be fun. God bless.
Hi, my name is Marcy Heller Fisher, Marcy Heller then. I was in avocational music, mostly because it was a cover for those of us who wanted to be in SNA, but lived in the Mumford School District and therefore were ineligible to go to Cass and SNA. I liked hanging out in the music department. I loved that back hall, but to be honest, I was just a terrible musician. My favorite classes were French and English, and therefore I loved to read books and speak French. So I got a degree in French language and literature from the University of Michigan, a fairly useless degree. From there, in my altruism, I took a position with Teacher Corps and worked in the inner city of Indianapolis for a couple years and got my master's done at Indiana University, returning home to Detroit to work in Pontiac for many years, and teach special education, learning disabilities, and emotional impairment. And then about 20 years ago, I retired to do what I really wanted to be doing, and that was write. And I had a couple books published by Wayne State University Press on the cultural treasures in Detroit, and I did the compiling of the monograph for Marshall Fredericks for Saginaw Valley State University. And of course, I have many manuscripts that are still waiting to be published. I never got to use that French degree until all 4 of our children had left the house. And my husband said, I want to live in Europe. And we moved to Paris for 11 falls and winters so that he could do his international business and not have to fly back and forth all the time. For me, it was 11 years of a dream life, but culminated in 2014 with him dropping dead in our garden and me falling down the steps a month later and causing enough damage that it has taken me up to now to recover. I am walking, maybe not dancing, but I am walking. But, those days at Cass, they have stuck with me, and I'm still doing the same thing. I'm still demonstrating. I'm still trying to make this world a better place. But who knew 50 years later that democracy was at stake, that everything we worked for, everything was being torn down. Who would have imagined that our health as well as our sanity also would be at stake? Cass technicians, it's up to us to get out there and vote. We can save this world of ours. I remember the only game I ever went to at Cass Tech versus Mumford. I remember what they yelled, and I think we should do it. Go Cass, kick ass.
Everybody is a star. Who could rain and shake the dust away?
Hey, castmates. It's me, Pat Swan Brown, vocational music graduate, 1970. I want to take this moment to thank each and every one of you who participated in our VidHugs. It was a labor of love and an opportunity for all of us to get a chance to see each other and catch up with what's been going on. Just think, tonight would have been the last night to party into the moonlight and enjoy our class reunion. But there were other plans in the making, and now we're going to have a +1. So I want to pray that each and every one of you stays healthy, you get your dance shoes on, and get your steps ready for 2021. As we celebrate our 50+1. I want to thank Blaine, our class reunion organizer, president, and all the committee members. I want to just wish each and every one of you a wonderful rest of the new year. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I look forward to seeing you next year. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Oh, and we're all still stars.